Marla Kensington stood on the corner in front of the comedy shack. It was a Friday night, and she was soliciting customers for the upcoming show. She'd been telling jokes for an hour and making people laugh. It wasn't difficult, considering her personality. The passers-by could not resist the attractive woman with the dazzling smile, sexy haircut, and lean figure. Marla was stunning. She was dressed in white denim shorts, a vest, and heels. Her long brown legs and bare arms were a rich dark color that drew the eye instinctively. She enchanted the onlookers. She mesmerized men and women with her Nubian beauty. "Admission is free," enticed Marla, "and all the jokes are on the house." A man attempted to walk past, but Marla sent him a disarming smile and asked, "When was the last time you laughed, sir?" Beau Brenton hesitated before stopping. He gave her a curious look, and then he answered, "I stopped laughing a long time ago." His response startled Marla, but it drew her immediately to him. "Why is that?" "Life hasn't been particularly kind to me," he said, surveying her body with very clinical eyes. "I've stopped doing a lot of things lately." Marla heard seriousness in his statement. She thought she also detected pain in his voice and a deep sadness. "Such as? What aren't you able to do?" Marla questioned. She realized as she spoke that she was being drawn away from her fun task of providing laughs to the passing crowd, but she couldn't resist the urge to question this man. She felt like she was gently being pulled into an intriguing, mysterious world of curious looks and daring confessions. One glance into the stranger's metallic blue eyes caused a tingling sensation to prick her fingertips. She felt her breath quicken, but she couldn't explain why. Marla gazed at his thick black waves of hair that was trimmed and stylish. She ran her eyes over a white shirt, dark trousers, and polished shoes. The man concealed his wealth in a modest way. His clothing was classic, yet understated. The comedian noted the linked gold chain dangling from his waist and trailing to his pant pocket. She also caught sight of a signet ring on his right hand as he ran his fingers through his hair. "Your question deserves a modest answer, so I must decline. My words wouldn't be appropriate," said Beau as he began to walk away. "Wait, what were you going to say? I'd like to hear it." Marla was surprised at how quickly she opened her mouth, and the words rushed out. "No, you don't," he assured her. "You might consider my comments vulgar and obscene." The stranger's words provoked a curiosity in the comedian, which hadn't been piqued since Kevin. She felt warmth suddenly shoot through her. What was happening to her? Were her legs becoming weak? Was she experiencing a shortness of breath? Marla stared at the handsome stranger. She waited for him to speak. "I haven't slept with a woman since my wife died. I look at you, and I am tempted. All I can see is sex." Marla gasped slightly. Her eyes widened in amazement. No, she hadn't expected to hear those words, but she also wouldn't have thought that they would invoke such an erotic, sultry scene in her head. The man continued speaking. "All I can feel is desire. I know what lies beneath those shorts. I can envision that sensual place between your legs." He was blunt, but the power of his crude words was amazing. The thought of sexing the stranger hit her hard. The impact was immediate, and the idea was frightening. However, one seductively spoken phrase from the handsome man had planted the notion in her head. His comments stirred a deeply buried longing in Marla. "Wow," was all she could say, but she didn't turn away from the man or try to run. She stood rooted to the spot and stared.